Hey, how's it going in the studio? I'm going to be taking a look at DuckDuckGo and what this company is. Uh, if anything, I'm looking to change a lot of companies who I'm doing business with currently for whatever reason, and scouting the market as well as while I'm doing that, I might as well share that information with others for people who are interested in perhaps better services, perhaps if anything, different services, right? Let's jump on the company's website, or perhaps, if anything, just a quick brief, right? DuckDuckGo is a private company, and its founder and CEO is Gabriel Weinberg. This information is always changing. Perhaps he's not longer a CEO, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, right? I'm taking a look at some of the sources that I managed to find online. But either way, from there, we're gonna jump on the company's website, right? Uh, Gabriel Weinberg is entrepreneur and the founder of DuckDuckGo, a privacy-focused search engine. So they perhaps, so that's a difference, right, between different engines, right? So where people perhaps collect as much information, or different businesses might collect as much information about you, or try to understand you and what you are trying to achieve, and then they could tailor the services towards better understanding what you're looking for, right? So some of the companies up there, different service providers might offer those services. Well, myself, they never offer those services, as far as I know. They never offer tailored services. I never purchase anything, as far as I know, just because they offer me or shove anything, right? Or take some of my attention away from what I was actually looking for. If anything, I'm looking to perhaps different service providers, right? If anything, I like to focus more on privacy, and I'm just looking up there to understand a little bit about different projects out there. Uh, this project, DuckDuckGo, has been launched in 2008, so some time ago, I guess. The goal of providing users with a search engine that optimizes user privacy by not tracking searches history or personalizing search results. So that would be unbiased, if anything, right? So whatever they are, and information is up there, or so it's not necessarily tailored information to what they think I'm looking for. I can make these decisions for myself what I'm looking for, right? It's never been a problem. If anything, then I'm searching for anything. I'm looking for very specific problems, right? And usually I know very specific things what I would like to find information what I'm interested in. It should be not tailored to something that I'm looking for, but available information for everyone, right? I don't know that much about this person, but Weinberg has been an advocate for online privacy and has spoken about the importance of protecting user data. Prior to founding DuckDuckGo, he had experience in the technology and or startup industry, so he has some experience, right, from what I understand. As well as I'm not entirely sure where this information is going to be based, as well as if they're collecting information, any company is collecting information, right? There are different laws, in particular when it comes to general data protection rights, right? So perhaps for as long as those technology companies are complying with general data protection laws, to say the least, then it's great. That's a starting point. From there, let's jump on the company's website and see what kind of information is available up there, right? Cool website. There's a product offering website where not necessarily looking to introduce to a product, tell the story, but it's very niche product, which is kind of interesting. If it works, it's all matters, right? So myself, it's something I'm working on myself. But either way, tired of being tracked online, we can help. So that's very, very, very tailored message to perhaps a small group of people, I guess, based on I don't know what the user base is like, how many users they're having But either way, so myself, I'll try perhaps using the services and see what that's like, how well they are there, able to solve all the problems. Search protection. Search protection without being tracked. Other search engines track your every search from where you go to what you buy. We do not track you ever. So that's a unique selling point, if anything. So it's something that they offer. Perhaps unbiased, right? So I can access more businesses, not necessarily business up there who paying most, or if that makes sense. I don't know how other businesses do work. So uh, business who are paying the most, they're up there at the front, right? So some entrepreneurs recently, to put things into perspective, right? They said that when it comes to search engines and putting your business up there, sometimes you can hide a dead body in the second page. I don't even know what they meant by that, but either way. So, since some of the business might be such well-performing businesses, and they would be able to pay some of the technology companies to shove all the products and services up to the front page. Or what about the small small players, right? Who perhaps are doing their best when it comes to small things like customer service, right? Response time, some of the other areas. But that's my personal preferences. So you feel free to do your own research, right? Web tracking protection. The there's a lot of information about different projects, different companies. I don't know if I can disclose that. There's company's website, perhaps. There's a reason. He's not very keen in promoting other top technology companies out there. So whoever written this website, right, the main page, uh, let's feel free. It's kind of interesting how they discussing. If it was me, I'm not necessarily talk about other projects, but he person whoever written this copyright, right? He decided to promote other technology companies on his front page, which is kind of interesting decision. Myself, I will I won't do that. Next point would be intercept and remove email trackers. 85% of emails sent through dark address contain hidden email trackers before we strap them out. Email protection zaps most trackers and forward emails to you regular inbox. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure if they're offering email hosting services as well. It's something that I'm interested in, but most likely I'm going to be looking for European companies to do business when it comes to emails. I don't know. It's just a lot of things happening in the world, right? We're taking a look, so I'm going to be doing that instead of perhaps using some of the outside Europe companies, right? With all the laws and regulations coming into effect. Next point would be block app trackers day or night. Over 96% of popular free uh, I cannot say those project names, right? I don't know if it's true to begin with, but let's say all the software or apps or platforms who use trackers, right? Let's put things in this kind of perspective. I'm not entirely sure because again, he's promoting other projects on his company's website. So yeah, what he's saying is a lot of those platforms, apps, whatever case might be, are using trackers, right? And this person is looking to remove those or perhaps block those trackers, right? So it's kind of interesting thing. I don't know how well this company is actually performing when it comes to removing and stopping from tracking everything, what you're doing, what you're searching, or collecting all the data. It's kind of interesting project. And myself, I'll give it a try most likely and see how they are able to solve some of the problems. If not, I can always go back to or try different projects. It's a myth that companies need to track you to make money. I don't know. This is this person's opinion, right? Where there was a lot of search engines, right? So I don't know why and how some of those search engines would stay on top, right? I think I read in one of those books, right, that I have read recently. So where they've been discussing some of the search engines and why would those search engines would stay on top, right, or become top performing technology companies? That would be perhaps to put it in simple perspective or a simple concept. That would be how well those engines would be able to sell products, right? If you're promoting anything on that search engines, how well you're able to sell it to customers. So how well you're performing, how well you're able to sell, tailor it from tailoring. So once person searching for dog toys or something, whatever case may be, if is searching for, sell it on that engine perhaps and keep percentage of the sale, or perhaps commissions or whatever case might be. Then you can have more money coming in, more staff, better tailored algorithms, right? So perhaps that's the case, right? Things are changing all the time. So this is what I read, but he thinks that's a myth, and he progresses to DuckDuckGo has been free to use since the day one, and private search engines have kept us profitable for nearly a decade. When you search for car, we show you a card ad. That's simple. Okay, okay. Some of the numbers that would be 100% free, perhaps for users, right? But if you're looking to promote on some of those search engines, perhaps there's new opportunities available up there if you're a business owner, as well as 3 billion monthly searches. So there's a large market share there, right? If you're interested, or perhaps if you're looking to support other projects as well, right? 6 million monthly downloads. Okay, so they perhaps they're performing very well in comparison to what, right? How other apps or search engines performing up there. I'll try to reach out to, just for fun, I'll try to reach out to this company and I would ask them what it's like to do business with them. Perhaps we can do some great things together. Myself, I can do the same for the other large companies, and I will recommend for you to reach out to some of those large companies and see which companies are smaller or larger is easier to do business with. For fun, if anything, they perhaps would send me a contract, and I'll try to understand a little bit better about this particular company and perhaps some of the larger players, right? When it comes to if promoting or working together, perhaps completing some of the larger projects together. If anything, I'll try it and see what it's like. If you'd like to learn more, I would highly recommend you purchase this book, Project Fit Flow. Within this book, I'm focusing a lot on your body, and if anything, what you yourself you would need to know about your body. If I had to break it down, that perhaps be three different areas would be working out, placing some stress on your body, so your body would adapt to that stress slowly over time, becoming better. You more functional, you would feel better in your body, as well as resting periods, giving enough time to rest and recover, as well as what kind of nutrition you would need to take, right? Intake. 95% of all nutrition should come from food, if anything. Top performance athletes and everything, all that jazz. Start with food, right? Without getting too much into detail, right? Start with food and what kind of food, and try to understand everything about the food if you're just starting out, as well as that's where I'm beginning with this book. I'm progressing to professional level as well. You can find it in the description below, as well as QR code in the corner. Let's finalize everything about what the introduction, quick introduction about the DuckDuckGo, right? It's in the bottom of the company's website, as well as it's kind of interesting elevator pitch that they're doing. I like it. I don't know. So some of those companies are becoming too big, if anything. See what it's like to do business with smaller players, right? DuckDuckGo, come on. Is an independent internet privacy company for anyone who is tired of being tracked online and wants an easy solution. Unlike, okay, let's not promote any other projects, other browsers. This search engine is free to start using and browsing. Comes with over a dozen powerful privacy protection built in, including a search engine that replaces. Okay, let's not promote other engines again. Again, this person is promoting other projects. Come on. If he is promoting other projects, not necessarily it's the best project that he's building. If he's only or constantly looking at competition. What basically unique selling point is this engine is not tracking all your search history or perhaps all the other information. Where DuckDuckGo browsers is uniquely, comprehensively privacy protection and used by tens of millions of people to protect their everyday online activities from search to browsing, emailing, and more. Available on different platforms, which is kind of great. If you are interested, feel free to reach out to the team or perhaps download this engine and try it today. Thanks for watching and see you next one.